You're listening to the Skeleton Key Podcast. I'm your host, Kagan, and with me, as always,
It's Keegan.
and my brother, Tate. What's up, Tate?
What's going on?
What's up? First off, how you guys doing today?
Not too bad. What about you?
Yeah, honestly, not horrible. I just stacked rock all day. Dude, a fucking mouse, like this fucking big, like full bore ringing at me.
Did you kick it?
No, I didn't kick. I threw a rock at it. I'm like, that actually happened. Actually, it scared the fuck me. I opened the box up, and there's a giant ass fucking mouse, and it jumped on the rock on the ground and started fucking running at me.
First the turkey and now mouse.
The turkey story. I'll tell it one day whenever Tate brings it up, because that's when I'll know it's really necessary to tell. So this week I did have I had a murder episode planned, but with moving last week, because I pretty much got finally moved in, thank God. I decided to just do like a more relaxed one this week. So our story this week is the favorite.
Oh, it's more horror in the Heartland.
Or in the Heartland.
Hell
Yeah. I remember saying you said you like how much you liked it last time.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, so I mean, the same as this week, last time. I'm just gonna be reading some stories from it and shit. Just like some of my favorites. I think I read the first 75 pages. I have 11 stories to tell. I have 11
Sweet.
stories. Yeah. But no, I just want to get things off the bat, or sorry, just make an announcement first. Not really an announcement, but they will be gone for next week. So I will be having two other people on the show as replacements. And if they do well enough, they might just replace you guys.
See ya.
What?
See ya.
Oh, fuck
Bye.
you. Oh, fuck you guys. Fuck you both. Wow. When push comes to shove. When push comes
We'll
to
just
shove.
start an even better podcast.
Technically,
We're going to put the Skeleton Key podcast 6 feet deep.
Oh, fuck. That sounded kind of cool. The Skeleton Keys podcast 6 feet deep. It's kind of cool. Well, Graves are involved in the show a lot, but it's not going to happen. I'll crush you guys. Mainly because I'm helping you guys get with the fucking, because you're using my emblem. Although I had to trademark it. Fuck.
We're going to try to before you. You got anything to do with anymore?
Fucking asshole. Asshole.
Like
Whatever. Okay, yeah, no, so like I said, first 75 pages, I found 11 that I liked. There were more, though. Like, there were like several more that I liked from each one. But these are the ones that I like the most, and I think you guys are really going to fucking like this. Or like some of these. Okay, first off, this is, like I said, a Midwestern story time part 2. And I wrote these, and I did read the stories and write these in my own words, because no offense to Kevin McQueen, but I did not understand some of the fucking his phrasing and paragraphs last time. It was really trippy. Okay, so story 1 is, I called it Hanging Club. Howard S. was a 16-year-old student at Northside High School located in Fort Wayne, Indiana. He may have seemed like a normal teenager, but what no one knew was that Howard, along with some of his classmates, were a part of a secret suicide club. He's 16, keep that in mind. The club's motto, you ask, to find out just how long someone could be hanged without dying. That's your club motto. That's their club motto.
This is like a hell of a club.
You're 16, man. I can't get over this.
That's something I would join if I was in high school.
In some ways, I wish you would have. But Howard may have taken the motto too seriously, for his parents found his lifeless body swaying from the rafters of their basement on June 17, 1934. Howard's parents said in hindsight they thought something strange was happening, as their son would come home on several different occasions with severe, thick, red rope burns adorning his neck.
Did not fucking anything like dawn on him. It was.
What were you guys doing when you were 16, Tate?
Playing Buzz.
Slaying posts and playing Fortnite.
Yeah, playing Fortnite. It's about quite the opposite.
Keith, I've seen some videos of you showing on Snapchat. I've seen videos of you guys throwing rocks and bananas, you and Zach, at dumpsters.
Oh yeah, we used to break chairs and shit at school.
Interesting.
It's like chairs you don't go to the dumpster, you just fucking throw them in the parking lot.
Well, that's so wholesome. I was drinking. But no.
Julie out of my mind.
Dude, no. Well, hey, they didn't have that stuff quite yet. The Juuls were close to I think I was a senior when they came out. something like that. But like when I was a freshman, we were still just fucking smoking like Swishers. We were all just smoking Swishers, like the grape cigars, cigarillos. We were just fucking like inhaling those like Chivvy's Clan I used to. Actually, Clan was like cigarettes more. We did. I do want to point out something real quick before we get on to the next story. Like, what was the point to see how long, if the point was to see like how long they could like hang themselves before they died, how are they going to know what the time is? Like, who are they going to tell? You're killing yourself, so how do you know how long it is? Right now, how are they going to know?
And I have one of them sitting there watching.
No.
They did on their own time.
No. Okay. Can you imagine how weird that would be if your parents walked in and just like both hanging each of yourselves?
Oh no, like to you,
like if you and Zach like were like hanging yourselves in front of each other.
I would say more like Zach is hanging himself, and I'm trying to know what the timer and watching. Yeah, I was thinking more along that. But.
Okay, I hope not. That makes it worse in a way. That makes it, well, not really. I don't know.
They're still in the damn club scene.
They're 16. They're not.
They asked for it.
Yeah, I mean, especially if his parents were like, I mean, yeah, he did come home with like, you know, some like red rope burns on his neck a couple of times, but we did. What did they think? It was just boys beating boys.
Yeah. Oh, he's just strangling.
Just roughhousing. Just yeah. Okay, here's a story number 2. We're moving on. Story number 2. This one I've titled "Finally Over It." A woman named Lucy W. It's not, like in a lot of these stories are just like first name and then like last initial. Lucy W. of Kokomo, Indiana. Yeah, I've never been to Kokomo. Have you?
Really?
Yeah.
Or maybe I have. I can't think of like why I'd go to Kokomo. Isn't it like 4 hours away? It's like on the very edge of Indiana.
It's a button.
It's at the very north.
It's a couple hours above Indy, probably.
It could be about 3 hours. Or
It's
something
probably
like
like 3/4 of the way up.
Oh, jeez. I don't know. I've never been there before. Okay, so anyways, Lucy W. of Kokomo, Indiana decided to commit suicide on September 1st, 1901 at the age of 122.
122.
After starving herself for a short period, she finally ended it all by throwing herself down a flight of stairs, ending her very long and presumably depressing life.
122 years old.
Can you imagine living that long and that's how you go out?
Want to kill yourself?
No, seriously. I did the math, dude. She was born in... This was in 1901. She was born in 1799.
Jesus.
That woman lived through 3 fucking centuries. Literally. The 1700s, technically, whole 1800s, and then 1 year to the 19th.
That's how long she would live if she didn't kill herself.
I hope I wouldn't think that much more. I mean, when someone hits like 79 these days, I'm going like, ooh. Well, not really, but like it's 122. She's not Wolverine. She can't live that much longer. Okay, moving on. So story number 3. This is called. I have this marked. Don't drink unmarked things. And take this. You'll know this, like how bad this is right off the bat, or like once we get like in the middle of it. So. In December 1888, Richard B., a resident of 106 McHenry Street in Chicago, was looking for something to drink to parch his dry throat. After rummaging through his cupboard, he noticed a green labelless bottle that contained a dark red liquid. So, thinking it was wine, Richard chugged every last drop contained in the bottle. In fact, he chugged it. He drank it so greedily that he failed to notice the vile and bitter aftertaste that it produced. Richard had accidentally drank embalming fluid.
Oh.
When I was reading this book, man, I swear, like every third page or every second page or third had an embalming, like of someone that actually drank or did it on purpose to kill themselves. I guess embalming fluid was like very available.
Everyone just fucking had it
back in the day, or yeah, like it was in his pantry.
Why you keep embalming fluid?
It was in his pantry.
So
I did read that back then they used to like do the embalming process at the house in the 1800s.
You didn't get fucking separated.
And well, I think his wife's mom had died, and they did her process in their living room. And I guess the horrible mortician just left a bottle of embalming fluid in their fucking pantry. I'm assuming he's the mortician. Either that or he left it there and his wife put it in there. I don't know, but yeah, he fucking drank embalming fluid. So the doctor was called, but there was nothing that they could do for poor Richard, who went through various levels of fever and convulsions before finally dying in his bed 5 hours later. An autopsy of his body would find that his stomach had literally been burned out, as Richard had essentially embalmed himself alive. When I was writing this, I thought to myself, I was like, man, he got himself ready for his own funeral that he didn't know he was going to be having.
Yeah, they don't have to fuck with anything.
He got himself ready for his own funeral that he didn't know was going to happen like that day. He got himself ready for a funeral that he didn't know was happening. It was like just some sick ass bullshit. I thought, I was like, God damn. Oh my god. So story number 4 is death by radio. So Phil H. was a recently laid off iron worker in Chicago who decided that he wanted to kill himself. But putting his skills as an electrician to good use. On May 11th, 1932, Phil attached electrodes to his chest that he had made by soldering razor blades to some wires, as well as laying a wet rag on each one before tightening a belt around his sternum to hold them in place.
Did he fucking stab himself with the razor blades?
No. He made them into like conductors, like because the razor blades are like attached to wires.
Yeah, but didn't I?
No, he laid it flat. Yeah, laid it flat. You're gonna see why. He then attached the ends of the wires to a B battery eliminator in his radio, essentially turning his radio into a high volt amp conductor. After the wires were crossed, Phil was fried then and there, and his death became the first known case of suicide by radio.
Jesus, probably the only case.
Let's do a whole episode, a whole Relax Fit episode in the future about just death by radio. If there are like at least 4, I'll do one. There's 4, like if one, it has to be like various, like you have to like, someone has to get beat with a boom box, like a radio's got to fall out of a window. It's got to be something like that. Realistically, like none of them are as cool as this. This guy turned his radio into a fucking electric chair.
Yeah. Well, most people don't try to kill themselves with radios.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Just use a gun. If you got the money, buy a gun. You're killing yourself. You don't need it. If you have nothing to lose, steal a fucking gun. You're trying to kill yourself anyway. Just use a gun. It's so simple and fast, and you feel nothing. But then you have people like jumping from a bridge.
Or just don't kill yourself.
No, don't kill yourself. But like, don't do it. But like, if
even better.
Okay, well, how about this? Like, what if it's like you have to. Like you're stuck in an ISIS internment camp. You're like, hey, this is what?
They're gonna do it for you.
It's okay. That's true, actually.
Just go out swinging.
Or blast it, and I mean one blast.
Oh, if I had a gun, I'd try to kill as many as I could.
I would too. I would try to take as many out as I could too. Wasn't line from like that Mark Wahlberg movie where he's like, if I don't go home, you don't go home. Yeah, was it Lone Survivor? No, like where he was like, if I don't go home, you don't go home, because he had the grenade pin pulled. It was like when those 11 guys fought like 600 people.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
Lone Survivor. Yeah, Lone Survivor.
Dan Bilzerian was in it.
Was he really?
Yeah.
When?
He didn't look like he does now.
What, did he look healthier or like better?
Healthier. Can't look much healthier than that man does now.
Well, yeah, you can. Didn't he look? He looked better like years ago, didn't he? Didn't he have he had 2 heart attacks before he was 40, they were like 38 or something like that.
Yeah, but he's still huge and jacked.
I guess it's Viagra or some shit.
Yeah, he took 100 milligrams of Viagra. The legal
I would say it was also coke
the
too.
legal dose is like 50. I think they said he took 100.
Damn.
Why? What the fuck?
I don't know, man. I don't need Viagra. Okay, so we're moving on.
Aren't you like a gas station rhino pill kind of guy?
They're called stackers.
That's what you said, wasn't it?
They're called stackers.
Stackers.
Yeah. No, I love. Stackers they're like gas.
An energy pill.
No, yeah, they're gas station fucking pills. Like that. Sam's brother used to fucking take them. He took those.
I was thinking about like rhino pills that make your like.
Oh, you mean?
Like,
I don't need those.
we got Zach to take one.
What happened?
Nothing, because he was too drunk.
I don't think anything would have happened. I think Zach's immune.
You just can't get up.
You just can't get it up. Zach, I'm sorry for listening to this. Because he listens to these regularly, doesn't he?
No, I have no clue.
No, that's right. Okay, so yeah, we're moving on. Story number 5. I have labeled pyromaniacal mad scientist. So, an eccentric inventor based out of Chicago named William S. had made it his mission to create a new type of explosive that was just as powerful as dynamite, but was much safer to use. You know it's not going to end well if it starts out with dynamite and it's in that book.
Yeah.
For old William S. So William told his friends and acquaintances that he was on the verge of finally nailing down the formula and that he would have the final product that very afternoon. A couple hours later, however, on July 14, 1932, witnesses saw William's machine shop explode from the inside, destroying half the fucking building. What was left of his body was near a workbench, while William's decapitated head had been thrown to the other side of the room.
Wait, what did Nikola Tesla do? Didn't he do something that was like that?
The earthquake. He did the earthquake thing, but that was, like that's not like people don't, like that's not like historical fact, but like they're just like there's a police officer who like went straight to his boss because he was in that area and he said that happened because he was like there was a group of police. There's like a group of police.
It is true.
I personally think, he was a mess. He was a crazy scientist. I mean, look what he did. I could see some, maybe, who knows? Maybe. If you have imagination, you'd like to think it's possible. I think it's possible. I would like to think the man made a fucking earthquake machine that like shook New York City or wherever he was. I forget where. I think it was New York City. Okay, so, but no, say you're like that. Like was stuff like this just available to people back then? Like all these chemicals, all these, like how like back then, like in the early 1900s, if you had fucking asthma, you could be prescribed like chloroform, heroin,
Wait, no, what was that show you were watching the other day?
Yeah, that's
on YouTube. Remember the kids' toys? What was
that?
That was
on. Yeah, that was on like the dangers of like the 1950s because they talked about like people like how they just made everything like electric. Like I think I told you, Keith, like they made a fucking electric like towel rack that was supposed to heat the towel, but it burnt. It set a house fire. But like on that YouTube video, like they sold like uranium dust or plutonium dust in like 1950s like kids chemist says you could get. It came with like a working Bunsen burner.
Oh, shit that makes uranium bombs.
Yes, like radioactive material. Yeah, you could get it. Yeah, so I just stuff like this was it just you could just buy it. I guess
now all they give us is tannerite.
Yeah, now all we have is tannerite now. You can buy acid. I'm pretty sure you can probably still buy acid somewhere if you wanted to.
Yeah, if you want to get fucked up.
Actually, I'll never go anywhere near acid. Fucking Daredevil, fucking anyone.
I think he's talking about the drug acid.
I was.
Oh, okay. I was talking like just because like what acid does people in movies. I don't want to get anywhere near acid.
I'm gonna throw you in a tub of acid.
Oh God.
If you ever do the acid bath, dude.
I'm gonna do George John Hay. See, I remember his name. I haven't forgotten about him.
The 9,000 time.
I'll do. He's coming soon, man. He's coming to John George Hay. Acid bath killer coming soon.
He better.
We will. Okay, so story number 6. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong season. On the night of October 22nd, 1992, a young maid named Marie C. It sounds kind of weird, was walking on the side of the Lincoln Highway when she became the unfortunate victim of a hit-and-run accident. It was killed by the car then and there. The problem here is that since it was the season of the witch, every passing motorist who saw Marie's lifeless corpse thought it was just a very realistic fake Halloween decoration. The entire night, hundreds of people ran over what they believed was a giant straw stuffed doll with intended purpose, as it was nothing but good old-fashioned fun for them. The next day, a local resident finally realized that it was not a mannequin and horrifyingly reported the incident to police.
She's not a fucking pancake?
Poor Marie was identified only by the clothes that she wore, as every one of her bones had been pulverized nearly into dust, and her flesh laid around it with a gelatinous-like consistency.
Oh, ew. That's disgusting.
That's so...
like shovel her up.
If that's like how they essentially describe it in the book, yeah, you'd have to use like a snow shovel just to get this woman off the road. I mean, can you just...
Damn vacuum.
Can you just imagine like you that news comes out like the next day or whatever, and then you're one of the people that you're just sitting in church or something like that, and then you hear about that and you're like this, and you're like one of the ones that ran her over.
That's
And the worst part is this was in like a small ass town, so not everyone could just fucking lie and say they didn't do it. Like if someone says they didn't do it, it's like at some point one of you guys had to have done it. It was like over 100 people. That's so fucking awful. So, story number 7 is I have titled "Dumbass Sword Swallower." Yeah.
Sword swallower.
Sounds like you.
You're kind of a sword swallower.
No, I am not. I'm not in either one of those meanings. Especially this story doesn't involve a sword, though.
Penis.
No, it's not a penis, dude. So, Bob R. was a carnival sword swallower who wanted to give his audience in Jacksonville, Illinois, a little more than his usual routine. On June 2nd, 1936, Bob used his incredible swallowing ability. Yeah, I worded it like that. To shove the barrel of a 12-gauge shotgun down his throat, hoping that the onlookers would enjoy the sound of a mini explosion from inside his belly.
What? You pulled the fucking trigger?
There was no bullets in it. He lit a fuse, so he lit a fuse and he waited. The fuse went off, and Bob must have not really thought about the amount of percussive force that would be generated, because he would die a couple of days later in the hospital.
Like internal bleeding or some shit?
Yeah, because I thought about this. Yeah, there was no bullets or anything. I mean, he just lit a fuse on it, but your tiny little squishy organs in your intestines, and
How did he?
especially your stomach.
What was in the fuse? Like at the bottom?
There's nothing. It's just that much fucking power in that small an area. Oh, okay. I'm sure there was some kind of way he put gunpowder in it.
Oh, that's how I was like.
Yeah. There had to have been.
Well,
Yeah. I don't know how he did it, but he did.
So much for being the throat goat.
Yeah. And
Is it?
can we start calling sword swallowers throat goats?
Which sword swallower?
No, not the kind that do it for entertainment.
Carnival?
The kind that do it yes in public. The kind that swallow actual metal swords.
Oh, they don't fucking roll up. I think they do that.
Oh, no, it's not like a fake sword. They're real swords.
Don't make they shove a whole sword down
Yeah,
their
there's
fucking
no
throat.
way.
Yeah, they can.
I've seen videos and it's like the things that you slap on your wrist. It does.
I'm sure you're thinking of magicians. I'm talking about the actual people that do it. Yeah, you
How
can
do they
swallow
get a sword
folks.
that long down their throat.
How fucking
Without
cutting
cutting their stomach. I mean, that's all that long. That's all within your stomach.
You guys this
Your
is.
esophagus only goes so long before it goes in your intestine and starts bending. So it's.
I'm sure okay. So you're talking about the ancient
I think they just
the
cut the
ancient.
shit out of their insides.
I think that it's very much real. I don't think everyone you see to do it is being truthful.
I'll do it tomorrow then.
Okay, then I'll go buy you a katana.
Here, since you think it's real, let's see you do it.
Do I look like Bob R?
You are the throat goat.
You're fucking stupid.
I've seen you throw some meats before.
Jesus. Shut the hell up. Okay, so story number 8 is called, I have it titled, Bitchy Mobster. So, Sam Cardinelli, an infamous mobster in Chicago, was set to be hanged on April 15, 1921. Sam, however, argued that due to daylight savings time, he would be losing an hour on this earth, and he demanded to get 1 extra hour. Officials did not accommodate his demands and literally had to carry Sam to the noose while he still sat in his chair as he refused to use his legs in any way. So he's not. So he's little. Oh no, I didn't mess up. I just want to say, this guy's a huge bitch. He's like, I want an extra hour, and he's like, I'm not walking. So they're carrying him to the fucking chair.
He's a huge bitch because he's about to get killed.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking walk either.
I feel like I'd be a bitch.
I wouldn't either. Oh no! I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it just because I don't want to. He's doing it for. He's either doing it for that specific reason, or he's just.
I'm sure that's probably why he's doing it. Is that
Just don't go because you don't want to die.
He's a bitch now because you don't want to fucking die.
No, that's not what I said. Just go because you don't want to die. Don't do it because it's like, well, I want an extra hour. Just, I don't know, man. I would fucking fight like hell. They'd have to fucking drag me kicking and screaming if I ever, for some whatever reason, ended up on death row. I'm gonna go quietly. So he wouldn't get up. So they literally had to hang him in his chair. But I mean, the trap door left and the chair fell, but he still hung from it. But this isn't the end of Sam's story just yet. For police had found that Sam's family had paid for the ambulance that was supposed to take his body away. And a search of the ambulance would find a large heating pad, an electric battery, an oxygen tank, and multiple syringes containing an unknown liquid. this was to no avail because in the end, the warden decided to play things safe and kept Sam's lifeless corpse for an extra hour, as well as having the ambulance that the family paid for parked and put in a vehicle yard. Sweet. But no, I just want to know, like, what the fuck were they gonna? What did they have planned? To, like, try to bring it back to life?
They had a bunch of adrenaline in the syringe, I'm assuming, or some shit.
Maybe. I mean, this is 19. Well, I don't know if they had adrenaline in 1921. Did they? No.
Bunch of Narcan.
What could they have used?
I don't know, man. It straight up just said like an unidentifiable liquid or like unknown liquid in the book.
Holy water.
Holy water. What's that gonna fucking do? Hydrate?
Splashing.
Let's splash you some holy water.
And the water will probably burn.
Your skin would boil.
Whatever, man. So this. Well, fuck you. So this one.
Satanist.
I'm not a Satanist. Fuck you. So story number 9 here. We got 2 more. This is I have titled "Scary Old Timey Doctor."
Old timey doctor.
Yeah, scary old time. Any doctor in the 1800s, like 1896, is scary as fuck.
Oh yeah, I imagine they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
No, they know what the fuck they're doing, and this guy didn't either. And you're gonna see how this fucking goes for him. So on October 7th, 1896, an unnamed doctor was convinced that his wife of many years was trying to acquire his property from underneath him, and he decided to take matters into his own hands. One night during an argument, the doctor stabbed his wife in the chest with a long surgical knife, and as she lay dying, he stabbed her again. This stab wound left her unable to get up, but she slowly died on the floor, so she's not dead yet. She can't move because she's been stabbed twice, so I would imagine it's like a long, it probably looks like a fillet knife, because doctors, all their tools from back in the day looked horrifying, so it probably looked like a giant curved fillet knife or some shit.
Rainbow's knife.
Looked horrible. Yeah. Can you imagine he has a K-bar?
Yeah.
He was pulling a K-bar out. So this being 1896, however, the doctor, either because he was a man of science and wanted to learn, or because he hated his wife this much, decided that he should gain whatever medical knowledge that he'd get from his still alive wife's body. Over the next 4 hours, the sadistic surgeon watched his dying wife and jotted down notes in his journal. And every now and then, he would stab her in random parts of her body just to see what would happen. He then left his wife to go eat a bowl of oyster stew, and afterwards he bought a pistol. She died while he was away, and he put the gun to his own head when he got back and pulled the trigger and like blew his brains out. The strangest, or whatever you would have called this story, is that the doctor's elderly and deaf father sat in the very next room, unable to hear anything that was happening.
I think the most fucked up part of that is why the fuck do you do an oyster soup?
That's what you're fucking worried about?
That's weird.
Oh, okay. So like he left his bleeding wife that looks like a human pincushion on the floor for like hours.
Oyster soup.
And then went to go get oyster soup. Who?
He fucking killed himself.
Yeah, and then he fucking shot himself in the head. All while his deaf dad sat in the room next door and didn't hear anything.
Seems like he had more deep down problems. Something going on.
I think this guy had a lot of irons in the fire. If that makes any sense.
At least it wasn't bat soup.
True. Bat soup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what they call bats. Bats, right?
Chicken in a cave.
Chicken in the cave.
That's how COVID started.
yeah. That fried bat sandwich looked delicious, though.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Whammy.
Whammy. So we got second to last. Story number 10. Do not associate with this family whatsoever is the title of this one. A seasoned butcher by the name of Jacob W. achieved his dream of opening his very own market, which was located on 2359 Wentworth Avenue in the city of Chicago. Chicago had a huge fucking chapter in the book. Clearly, it's gigantic. However, the brakes on the story come to a screeching fucking halt before they even start. A couple weeks later, Jacob's whole family died of an unspecified occurrence, leaving Jacob to kill himself shortly after. After their deaths, Jacob's head clerk took over running the store, but things went badly for him as well. That same week he bought the store, the clerk's daughter fell into a pickling vat, which scalded her body and killed her. And the clerk would die a week later under mysterious circumstances. That's what the book said, at least. And that's not all. After the death of the head clerk, a man bought the building and was quickly murdered in it. And a couple weeks later, after that, a young Italian man killed himself underneath the building's porch.
Great building now.
One more. And on March 19, 1913, the building was finally taken down by a fire started inside of it. The building did get 3 final victims, though, killing a woman and her 2 children as they were renting a room in the building during the fire.
The building is taking lives.
Yeah, that's like that's first off, that's like 7 off the top, like just for me to count. And it didn't say how many guys this guy, or how big this guy's family was in the beginning. So I think it's like 7 or 8 just without counting how many there were in the family. I don't know what the fuck was going on at fucking 2359 Wentworth Avenue, but
We can go find out.
oh yeah, shit. I don't know if I want to go there. It sounds like Elm Street. So this is our final story, guys, and I wrote this one today during lunch because I thought it'd be a nice little intro, like funny ending. Well, if you want to call this funny.
Think death is funny?
The way these people kill themselves is
Last
kind
time we
of
read this book, he called suicide awesome. So.
yeah. That was an awesome suicide. I'm not going to step back on that one. Okay, so story number 11, our final one. I have titled William Tell. You know what? You guys know who William Tell is?
No.
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 He was like a famous archer from like an old story. So on July 31st, 1932, in Delaware, Ohio, 2 friends named Leonard H. and Emery H. This lazy man were bored and looking for something to do. One of them then suggested putting tin cans on their heads and shooting them off using a bow and arrow.
I played that game on my computer when I was little. Shoot the apple.
Oh yeah.
Apple shooter. Okay. This is apple shooter. So Emery decided to play the target first, and after Leonard pulled back the arrow, he released it, missing the can and hitting his friend Emery directly in the left eye. It didn't say that he died, but I'm assuming he did.
Eh?
It
That.
also didn't say how old they were. I don't know. But yeah, so
Might get shot in the fucking face with a bow and arrow.
yeah. Again, why are people this stupid? I'm pretty sure this is the same year that guy shot his toothache out, or tried to, with a revolver.
Oh yeah.
Pretty sure this is the same year. So yeah, people just I don't know, man. I played with like monster trucks when I was a kid. You know, I didn't try shooting an arrow at my friend. We shot each other with airsoft guns. That's about it. I don't know. But yeah, so that's the end of our relaxed episode for this week. What do you guys think?
I love that book.
You like that book?
Mm-hmm.
There's some more that are like it. I'll find them. And I'll get
I'll
a
get some
few
more
more.
stories.
Yeah. There's so many. Which one's your favorite?
Like of all of them,
Yeah.
the shooting the tooth one out was pretty fucking funny. Is
No,
that-
like this one.
Oh,
Like, yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
The bow one.
The bow one.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Mine was the 122-year-old like
Or
woman
the
killing herself.
Or the girl getting ran over by the car. Like, you know, the
I still can't get over the oyster soup, so I'm going with that one.
You're going with the doctor who was just like he would just go like this every now and then. Fascinating.
Then he killed himself, so his shit didn't even matter.
Yeah, with his dad in the house.
He wrote down notes. Here's the notes.
Oh yeah, wait, I'm sure they found the notes.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like reading them and just going like, here's where it gets bad though. It's like when the doctor that reads it goes like, interesting. That's why doctors were scary
probably
back
useful.
then. That's why doctors were scary back then, though, Tate.
Yeah, I mean, he probably actually found out some stuff.
Oh, I guarantee there was stuff he
Not that
learned.
it's not that it's good. What do you
It wasn't good, no. But no, yeah. So that's the. Sorry, Keith. What was your favorite one? Oh yeah, the oyster soup. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, that was weird too. He could have gotten any other food, and it might not.
It's weird as fuck.
It might not have stuck with me. And I don't know how Kevin McQueen knew that. I don't know how he found that out.
Especially after he got done
Yeah.
sitting in his wife's pool of blood and he got oyster fucking soup.
Yeah, because this that's fair. I mean, but keep in mind that was in 1896.
Maybe it was his
That,
favorite meal.
that no, that book was published in like 2013 or something like that. I don't know how the hell Kevin McQueen found that little detail about.
Maybe it was his favorite meal. And he was going to shoot himself. That was his last meal.
I'll eat oyster soup, but I wouldn't make it my last. I like oysters, Keith. I would eat it. Yeah, I'd eat it.
Disgusting.
Fuck you
It's
guys.
disgusting. It's like semen in your mouth.
It's slimy.
I like it. Then get fried oysters. You don't have to get them raw.
Eh.
You don't like seafood.
Yeah, I like crab.
Okay,
Fish.
yeah. Okay, whatever, man. But no, yeah. So I guess
That's
that's
crustaceans.
I love any kind of meat.
Not what?
Even dick.
Fuck no. God, you've been saying dick. You've been saying dick a lot this episode.
You say like all kinds of meat.
You're saying dick a lot this episode. So, but no, yeah. So that's the end of the episode this week. Next week.
Our host just came out of the closet.
Drop a like, leave a comment, and be sure to put your meat in Kagan's mouth.
Apparently he likes it.
He does not like it. He does not like it. Unless it's actual fucking like edible meat. Well, I guess a penis is edible. This is all staying in, by the way. I'm not taking any of this shit out.
It's not hard.
It's sword swallower.
Not gay, not gay, not
Here's
gay.
the throat go.
Not gay, not gay, no. No, so yeah, so that's the end of this episode this week. Next week I'll have another episode with two other people.
We'll be sitting on a beach
Yeah, they're gonna
Sir.
be. Yeah, they're. When you guys leave again Thursday?
today.
What?
Like 4 hours, 9 p.m.
Shut up.
Oh, we are.
Who you going with?
Tom.
He's
Going
going.
earlier now.
Oh shit. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Damn. Didn't know. We'll talk about that after
Just
this.
kidding.
Okay. Fuck you. God damn it. Okay, but no. Yeah, next week I will have two other people on, and I'll I'm debating what kind of episode to do. I'll think about it. But no, it'll be better than this one because these two suck. All right, everyone. Wait, takes the website up.
No.
God damn it. Okay. Yeah, just
That
follow
was me for fucking up the Instagram handle. They gotta reprove it.
Yeah, he accidentally put my Instagram account.
It takes them forever to approve. I'm guessing that's in case people put like bad links or.
Probably, I would imagine. There's like cyber like reasons, security reasons. But no, yeah. So just follow the socials. The Skeleton Key Podcast. Follow us Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We're on YouTube now. We got our first one up. We're gonna start posting the full videos, like unedited videos, to YouTube. Yeah, you can see like
It just swallowing everyone's dicks on this casting.
that's fucking disgusting. All right, we'll be back next week with more not inappropriate like sexual content.
No, Kagan will talk about all the dicks he sucked.
Oh yeah, this episode's been so
Can we make a
fucking.
cameo?
This episode's been so fucking
Can we make
stupid.
a cameo next week?
Ooh,
Me and him. Can you call us over on the beach and put us on the podcast while you're recording?
probably not. No, probably not. Probably not. But no, guys. I'll see y'all next.
Me.
I'll see y'all next week, and take it easy. Be safe out there. Later.